Lab. Today with me, Bob the Healer. Today, us being in the lab, we're working on knowing what to do even when life is uncertain. Okay? Knowing what to do when you don't know how to move forward and things around that such. This really is about self-motivation and finding a form that allows you to accomplish your most prized dreams with ease. Your most abundant, luxurious goals with ease. So sit back, take some notes, okay, and welcome to the lab. All right. Who is new here? Who's new here? Comment below. Is this your first workshop with Bob the Healer? If so, what would you like to accomplish today? I want you to write that down at the top of your notes, just so you can keep that in the framework. Like, this is what I came here today to accomplish, and I'm going to make sure I get that. Okay? All right. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for your love and support. Okay, so once again, the work today is being able to motivate ourselves towards our most prized dreams, okay, our most abundant, luxurious lifestyle. And not most know how to do this, believe it or not. It's a lot of the time, my clients either don't know what they want, but they know they want something different, or they know what they want, but they don't know how to get there. And if you are any of these two, stay tuned and take some notes. Okay, Spirit said take some notes. Okay, because then you can run with this and write it down, make it plain. Okay, so today's activities will help you navigate to your most luxurious self that will allow you to achieve abundance and success with ease. Okay, so our guided healing session today, we're going to start off doing a journal exercise. Okay. So I've got my handy dandy iPad and we're in the lab today. Yay, yay, yay. So go ahead and grab your pad. I'll wait for everyone to grab their notes. Hi, welcome in. Welcome to the class. Welcome to the lab. Okay. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Is this your first time joining? Welcome to the lab. Today we are discussing how to motivate yourself in times of uncertainty. Thank you for joining. Go ahead and grab a notepad and a pen. Yeah. Or just sit back and enjoy. Up to you. So first thing we're going to do for our journal exercise today is we are going to think about a time, okay? Take a moment. It's kind of like a visualization exercise as well. Sorry, guys. Thank you so much for your love. I appreciate you. Where are we commenting from? Okay, so we're thinking about a time when we were able to accomplish something with ease. I don't want you to think about any other time where it was hard, maybe where there was resistance. Let's get to this fit. Can we get a moment for this dress, darling? Yes, darling. Yes. Oh, I don't want to sit down. Right? It's cute. Okay. It's giving getaway. It's giving I'm on a tropical vacation. It's giving yes. Okay, some of you guys maybe just planning a vacation. Maybe the thing that you've done with ease. It doesn't have to be something huge. For me, I'm gonna say, let me write this down. I'm gonna say this year, one of my goals that I accomplished with ease was reading 4+ books so far this year. Okay? And we're not talking some little books, like some thick little babies. Some thick little babies, honey. Okay, and so I didn't really expect that to be reading that many books this year, pretty much a book a month. And how did I do that? Thank you for subscribing. Siberia. Okay, we listen, baby. The Hill of Heart community is international. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Okay. Oh man, Russia. I don't know. I don't know about me going to Russia, but the fashion darling, baby. Can't nobody outdress a Russian, honey. Can't nobody outdress a Russian or Ukraine, honey. They be in their bag. They be in their bag. Okay, maybe I've never been to South Africa. I did have the opportunity to go, and I ended up going somewhere else. Hi, welcome, welcome. Yes, make sure you are subscribed. Okay, so comment, you guys, or you don't have to share. It's up to you if you want to share with the class. We all would love your participation. It makes the experience, you know, real, genuine. Okay, so comment a goal that you have accomplished with ease. Okay, what state are we watching from, darling? We're in the West Coast, East Coast, in the South, in the Midwest. Okay. Fun fact, I used to live in the Midwest, honey. The winters are so brutal. I would not recommend. Okay, so how did Bob the Hiller accomplish reading 4+ books this year alone? Well, the first thing that I did was I took the book with me everywhere. Okay, even if I didn't have plans that day to read it, it was still coming with me just in case I had like 5 to 10 minutes. So I made it visible. Okay, and I want you guys to write these things down. You don't have to write down like mine, but I want you to start recognizing how you achieve greatness. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So, like I said, I brought the book with me everywhere. It was always in my bag or near my purse or something. Um, when I had a break from working, if I was on lunch, I'm reading the book. Thank you, baby. You're so kind. You're so kind. Okay. The next thing I noticed about how I was able to read 4+ books this year alone with ease, and when I say ease, I'm not saying like there was no work put in. I mean, like I had to read the book, right? That was the work, was just reading the book. But the ease was there was no resistance. It wasn't a huge obstacle to get to it. There wasn't a lot of sweat and tears, honey. I just read the book. Okay? So I want you to insert your goal where I'm saying read the book, because that was my goal, was to read 4+ books. It was really just to read a book a month, and I kind of surpassed that. In which I realized that, honey, as long as I put my mind to it, I can do it. Okay? So I want you to resist thinking about the experiences hard, where it was hard and it required resistance, where you were trying to accomplish something and it was just like, ugh. resistant after resistant. No, we're not talking about those experiences. We're only talking about experiences that have ease. Okay? I just want to be mindful of time because this workshop is only 45 minutes, honey. Okay. Now, I want you to list those 3 things that you did to accomplish that goal. Just 3. You don't have to make a huge list, just 3. Like I said, my first thing was I made it visible as a reminder. The second thing that I noticed, I gave it time. You're supposed to be writing this down, honey. Oh, thank you so much. I gave it time. I focused. I didn't allow distractions. Okay, now let me stop lying. I definitely had some people who interrupted me while I was reading my book, and it bothered me. But I recognized people don't care about you accomplishing your goals. They really don't. They'll stand in the way of you getting to the prize. And it made me realize, okay, I don't have to be mad. I just need to refocus on my goal. Okay, somebody, this is resonating. Like, share, and subscribe, honey. So I made it visible. I took the book with me everywhere and every place, even if I didn't think I had time for it. And then ironically, the universe would open up time. And they'd be like, oh, perfect. I'm prepared. I got the book. Now I can just work on it. Okay? Next, the third observation that I made, and this is after I accomplished the goal, not while I was accomplishing the goal. Honey, I really didn't know what I was doing. I just put the goal out there in the right time, because timing is very important to goal setting. But we'll get into that another day. The third thing I did was I showed up to read. Okay, I was consistent. Now, consistency doesn't mean I read it every day, because I didn't read the books every day. Okay, there's 30 days. And certain days I would probably read like 2 or 3 more chapters than another. And this is something so simple, but it really helps you to recognize how you perform in the most simplest, plain way. How do you accomplish goals with ease? Okay, backtrack. Visibility, time, consistency. So let's apply this, Bobby Hiller, to your goals. My goal for this channel is to have 1 million followers. That's a lot, honey. That is a lot. But for this month, I just want to hit 500. Okay, so that's just one book. Okay, I might want to read 12 books in a year. That's a lot to some people. But just one book at a time. So 500 followers. I just gotta be visible. Come on now, praise God. I just gotta show up every day. Hey now, y'all see me on your timeline. I gotta devote the time to this. I've been streaming for the last 7 days at 7 p.m. every day, honey. And we watching. Y'all subscribe, praise God. Yes, tell your mama she is the truth. Okay, if your mother tells you to tell the truth, she's the truth. And she's training you to be an exemplary person with honorary morals and authentic character. Okay, so yes, I showed up. Maybe not on time every time, honey. I'm working on it. Okay, you guys love me, right? You support me. Okay, comment below. All right. So being visible, showing, putting in the time, the effort to create the content, to get stylish for you and for myself. Okay, and being consistent. Yes, baby. Welcome back, honey. I remember you from yesterday, darling. You see what I'm saying? We're creating community through ease. And I really hope you understand it's that easy. We just identified ways, and all you gotta do is sit at home, figure out how you accomplish a goal with ease, identify the steps that you took to get there, just 3, and repeat the recipe. And then you're cooking something up, honey. And then you're cooking something up. All right. So Now, classes, go ahead and move on to the next part of our workshop today. We are taking it up a notch. Okay? I said we're taking it up a notch. And today I'm going to teach you out there specifically on how to use your birth chart to manifest your dreams. Okay? We looked at your pattern recognition, your behaviors. Now let's look at that birth chart, honey. Okay? Oh, we love the haters. The haters are our motivators and they're our promoters. We never shun the haters. Bring the haters to the party, honey. They still promote us, okay? For today's workshop, we are just focusing on using your birth chart for motivation. We can look at the birth chart in every other aspect to make your life easier, but today we're just looking at how to get you motivated, all right? Take some notes. I promise you, you're not going to want to miss this. Okay, let's step this out because we want to do this with ease, baby. Okay, step one. This is the very first step. You're a Taurus. Thank you for commenting. Oh, yes, I remember. You need to go back and all the Tauruses that are watching this, go back and watch the live reading for your sign from yesterday's live. Hi, what's your sign? Comment your signs below. So we're all going to go, maybe after this live, maybe before, and we're going to get our birth chart. That's how we first start before we get into any of this, okay? And what do you need? We're going to zoom in. For the birth chart, make this a little smaller. We need our time of birth. We need our location. And we need our date. Okay? Okay, we're gonna, who wants to be an example? We'll use Violet as an example. Okay, Violet is a Taurus. They probably were born in May. Happy belated. Um, we'll say like May 15th. We're gonna have your birth time, May 15th, and or birth date, excuse me. Let's go ahead and erase that. May 15th. Let's say you were born in the Bahamas. And then let's say 3 p.m. You're born at 3 p.m. Okay, so these three are very, very, very important information to getting accurate interpretation. Okay, and if you're someone who doesn't want to type this in on like astro.com or astro-charts.com. Oh, so honey, I was close, honey. Look at my healer. Maybe I was close. Okay, I didn't really want to accurately guess your birthday because I probably could have, but I didn't want to. Honey, we don't tell our age. Age is a figurative place of mind unless you're under 18. Then it's important. Okay. Now, so I'm saying all that to say you need those three pivotal informations. You also need that information if you want to get your birth chart reading with me. You can click the link in my bio if you want to sign up and get your own personal reading. I'll do all the work for you, and you'll get a video message of an interpretation and breakdown of your chart. And trust me, guys, what I'm about to show you is about to change your life. You're going to want your own personal reading, okay? So let's get into it. You need your birth time, you need your location, and you need your name, okay? So that's the first step. Once you have identified your information, you are going to go in and look at your chart. There's 5 places. I like to call them the big 5, darling. The big 5. Okay? You're going to go look for your big 5. Bob, what is the big 5? I don't even know what that is. What is she talking about? Okay, the big five, let's start off with the one that you do know, and I know you know, because Bobby knowing, is your sun sign. Okay? So, for instance, Violet is a Taurus. So, we know that Violet is a Taurus. So, we're going to put that down. That's a sun sign. And I'm going to explain to you why this is important. So, just bear with me now. Okay, your sun sign is your ego and your personality. Okay? It's your ego, it's the way you appear to others. Hi, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Your moon sign is your emotions. It's how other people see you when you are at home, okay? Behind closed doors, okay? Like Violet might be a Taurus sun, but she could be, or he, I don't know, a they, we'll say they, for all intents and purposes. They could be a Virgo moon. Okay, we have a Taurus sun and a Virgo moon. That's my mom's placement. Okay, so the sun is going to be driven by resources, comfort based on Taurus. The moon being in Virgo, the emotional atmosphere could be driven by cleanliness and organization. Okay, so we'll say she. But we're identifying these big five so we can understand how the birth chart operates. Okay? Anybody have any questions? Okay. So we have the sun, we have the moon, Venus. Each of these are different planets, or if you're the sun and the moon, this is the moon and the sun. They're not planets. It's a star and a moon. Venus is a planet. Venus shows us how we love. Why am I so pretty? I don't know. Ask God. It's my soul, honey. Because I feel like I used to be unattractive spiritually. Mm-hmm. Till I cleared out my spirit and I started working on myself. Then my energy and aura became more attractive to people and to myself. Don't get me wrong, I've never been ugly, but I think pretty is as pretty does. If you're not really doing the work, the exterior can start to fade. And when I say the work, I mean the internal work. Like when you're putting on makeup, are you also, or when you're getting ready for the day, are you also getting your spirit ready for the day? It takes a lot of energy work to show up, be beautiful, act beautifully. And I appreciate you noticing. I really do. Okay. So Venus, that's pretty much Venus is, honey. I'm a Venus in Libra. And that is what Libra's normal, it's like their sign is exalted in. So style, fashion, but also balance, being gracious, being kind, um, having high self-worth. Those are things that can make me look even more abundant and can attract more moolah, honey. Okay, more dollars. Holla. All right. So when you look at your Venus sign, you look at how you love. You also look at how you generate money. Okay, how you can attract things with ease as well. But today we're not talking about resource ease or accomplishing goals for the sake of money or what looks beautiful and abundant. We're talking about Mars. What happened here? Okay, Mars is the planet of action. It's also the planet of war, but for right now we're talking about the planet of action. Okay, and Venus and Mars in our chart show us so much about our feminine and our masculine energy. So we all have masculine energy, we all have feminine energy, and You got to take a look at both to understand how to balance your charts. Okay. Today we are just looking at Mars. Oh, and then the last of the big five that I always look at all of my clients to give them like a very well-rounded reading is Mercury. Okay? Mercury is the planet of communication. This is extremely important, especially in love relationship readings and things as such, because how you and your partner communicate says a whole bunch about the success of the relationship. And most of the time, people are just looking at their sun sign, but it's just your personality. It's like you guys might be able to get along personality wise, but can you talk about problems together? Oh, I love that. Okay, so let's go over it again. Our sun is our ego, our moon is our emotions, our Venus is our love language, and our Mars is how we get done. Okay. And Mercury is how we communicate, how we talk about things, and also how we think, darling. This is our mind map right here. Okay. So today we're just focused on Mars, how we get done, and we're going to go into the 12 different zodiac signs. Okay. Now, if you know your Mars, you're ahead of the game. Okay. You're in the top of the class right now, darling. Okay. You're probably going to get called to the front of the lab for questions. If you know your Mars, comment below for a free little reading, honey. Okay. With Mars being the planet of action and going towards our passion, most people move out of alignment with their Mars sign. Now, why do people move out of alignment with their Mars sign? Most of the time it's because they're listening to society. And most of the time it's because they believe that you can only accomplish a goal one way. That's not true. Accomplishing your goals is so specific to you that even God put it in the stars. Okay? So, depending on your sign, it will show you specifically the type of environment, the type of energy, type of activities that you can do to quickly manifest and conjure up your dream life. I do have a dog. I have a toy poodle. Conjured him up too, honey. That's my little spirit buddy, and he's over there taking a nap because his life is so hard. No, truly, I sat with him, and he's a Virgo Mars. Speaking of him, he's a Virgo Mars, and I had to learn with him to keep him really like disciplined. I had to put him on a routine because if he wasn't on a routine, he started acting wild. Okay, and but I've been hanging out with him recently just to see what he does, and he'd be just chilling all day. I'm like, wow, your life is so easy. No, he's asleep. I'm not gonna go mess with him. Okay, I'm a dog mom. Okay, I've been up with him since this morning, so he can sleep. All right, so let's start off with Mars and Aries. If you're a Mars and Aries, I'm gonna link all the different 12 zodiac signs in the comment section below, so you can fast forward and click if you're watching this after the live. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see. See how y'all act. Aries. This sign needs passion and momentum to keep them going. You have a husky? Oh my god. That is my dream dog. Are you freaking kidding? That is my dream dog. I love huskies. They're so freaking cute. I want a husky. That's like, once I have my husky, that is rich to me. I'm gonna be looking so cute. We're gonna go like on what do you call them? Little snow retreats. My cute little outfits. Because they need to be in the cold. They love the cold, and that's what's keeping me back. It's like I need to have a little vacation and a house, honey. Okay. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. So, Aries, you need passion. You need momentum to get you started, and you just need to just start. Just start, darling. Just do it, like Nike ain't. Because the problem is, if you wait too long and you lose that passion for the action, you end up laying in bed all day. Okay? So you gotta allow your passion to push you towards that and allow what motivates you to push you into the drive. Okay? Learn from your past mistakes. When something didn't go right, honey, when you didn't accomplish the goal, write down what made you feel so impulsive. Because being too impulsive can lead you outside of your goals, where you end up starting something and then you abandon it for something else. And if you notice you do that a lot, don't be foolish. Get curious. Figure out why you keep doing that. So being consistent, but also using your passion to attract you towards your purpose, using your passion to attract you towards your goal. Okay, so for instance, if you're reading a book as a goal, like I want to read 100 books or something, what makes you passionate about that goal? Focus on that. And then whenever you feel like you want to abandon that goal, focus on the passion. Okay. Also, don't be foolish with your money when it comes to these goals. Get curious. Find the most creative way to do something without spending all your money, honey. Okay. Now, Taurus, because I only got 45 minutes, honey. Taurus, your resources are what motivates you. Your time, your efforts, your hard work, your consistency is what motivates you. But most importantly, the money gets you up. Puts that battery in your back. Honey, if you want to book your reading, what's stopping you? Okay? Go after your financial dreams. Tie a financial dollar to the goal and how it's going to benefit you. Okay? For instance, if you have a goal of wanting to wake up early, comment. You could do that too. Comment below what your goal is. Hold yourself accountable and come back to this in 30 days. Okay? And in 30 days, say you want to wake up early, figure out how to tie a dollar amount to it. Every time I wake up early, I get more things done, which allows me more time to make more money. Okay, come on. Or there's so much luxury and abundance and having ease in my day. Because here's the thing, Taurus, more time gives you, time is not money. Time is more valuable than money. And so when Taurus, you focus on how your time or your money, either one of those, can be multiplied by your goal, then it starts to make you think, oh, I need to get this done. It's affecting my money. If I don't accomplish this goal, if I don't wake up early, if I don't read these books, it's affecting my money. I mean, maybe the book needs to be about how you can make some more money. And maybe it'll get you to read the books more. Okay? You see where I'm going with this? Get your mind wrapped. It doesn't matter what the goal is. It's a matter of how you approach it. It's a matter of how you think of it. It's how you manifest it faster. Are you taking notes? I've organized this so simply for you because I create content with ease. I've learned how to do content with ease by being organized, by being structured, by being consistent. which we talked about at the beginning of the video. That's why, honey, you see my iPad, my handy dandy iPad, organized. We gonna be on time. Mm-hmm. Okay. Gemini. Oh, also Taurus. Music is deeply healing for you. So putting on a good playlist that motivates you and gets you up out of any emotional funks will help you. And I'm talking about Mars and Taurus, but if you're a Taurus sun, this can work for you as well. And your environment, honey, you need good snacks around you while you're creating, while you're accomplishing that goal. Take care of your body, okay? Make sure you're exercising so that you're at optimum energy levels to accomplish your goal. Some of you want to actually be in the gym more frequently. Think about how that's going to make you more money. Think about how that's going to give you more energy to make more money or be of help to the people around you. Okay? So, towards money, resources, luxury, surround yourself with these things when you're trying to accomplish your goal. Okay? Also, I want to say this, it's really not about the money, it's about what the money symbolizes for you, Mars and Taurus. Is what the resources symbolize: stability. So, how can you align your goals with stability? Because you really want comfort and luxury and abundance. That's really the goal. And I could almost bet you that most year, if you look at all the goals that you have for this year, they line up with that. So if you keep repeating the recipe, honey, you a chef. Figure out your recipe and cook something up. You feel me? Mars and Cancer. Mars and Cancer needs a support system to accomplish their goals. Okay? It doesn't have to be your family, it doesn't have to be your children, but it does need to feel like they are family. You need the people around you to support you so that when you are falling off track, they can kind of get you back on track. Your mind ain't disabled, honey. Your fingers ain't disabled. You already creating excuses. That's right there. You got to heal those blockages. You're keeping your mind is keeping you from the bag. And we should look at your Mars sign, honey, or your Mercury. Okay. Cancer, your home, your ancestral lineage, all of those things affect your ability to go after your dreams. Okay. If you feel like you don't have the support of your family or your children, or you feel not mature enough to accomplish these dreams because you're still depending on the opinions of your family, Mars and Cancer, then you won't take that action. You'll just, or if your family, like for instance, if everybody in your family goal is to have a big house, now all of a sudden you want a big house. Okay, I'm gonna get a big house now all of a sudden. Hi, welcome in, welcome back. Look at the moon signs for the best times, Mars and Cancer, to make big moves. Okay, because the moon and the sign that it's in deeply affects your emotional motivation. Some you a little moody, Mars and Cancer. Sometimes you feel like doing it, sometimes you don't. And you could just look at the moon and be like, okay, I can kind of plan my goals, like a due date around the time that the moon is in my sign or in Virgo when I feel more accomplished. You feel me? Okay, oh, I skipped a sign. Mars and Gemini, this is mine. Words are so important to you accomplishing your goals. You should write it out and make it plain, make a checklist and check it off. Affirmations are really big and important. Using your voice to activate what it is you want to do, talking yourself into things. Okay, talking, my granny used to say, talk to yourself, don't let yourself talk to you. using mirror mantras. Now you got to be quick for Mars and Gemini. Don't spend too long on one project, okay? You want to keep moving at a good steady pace so that you don't drain your energy levels. Okay, if you have a goal that is a long-term goal, put it in pieces. Break it up into 3 or 4 steps. 3 steps I really love for Mars and Gemini. 3 steps to do this. It makes it more digestible, okay? Hi, welcome in. Mars in Leo. You need the spotlight, the star power to motivate you. Okay? The stage is your platform. This is Beyonce's placement, honey. Mars and Leo. These individuals need the center stage for them to activate. Okay, the Holy Spirit just moves through them. Holy Spirit, activate. They start moving through the moves, moving through whatever it is they want to accomplish because they have the spotlights on them. Okay, so to accomplish your goal, you need to figure out what makes you shine. What is it about this goal that's going to make you stand out more? That's going to make you um, unique, an individual, if you will. Okay, healing your inner child, learning what it is your inner child needs to play and have fun while you create. Excuse me. Don't take things so serious, darling. Okay, Mars and Leo needs to have fun. And when you start to get so rigid, it takes the fun out of it. Mars and Virgo. These individuals, when you are prepared, you can accomplish anything. When you're organized, you can set your mind to it and do it. Okay? When you are clean, when you're tidying up your environment that you're working in to create abundance. Yeah, so Mars and Virgo, stop analyzing, okay? You can get to the goal faster once you've made the plan and you just dive right in. You must trust yourself even when problems come up, okay? And understand that you just got to get back on your routine. As long as you stay on your routine, you don't have to worry about falling off. You won't have to worry about these external problems affecting you as much. So just stay focused on your goal. Keep your environment that you're creating in clean, or that you're accomplishing your goal in clean, and you'll be good. And don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Make that plan and trust yourself. Okay? Mars and Libra, these individuals need balance. Okay? Don't overdo it, don't underdo it. Just show up in a balance and with ease. It's very, very, very important that you do it with ease. Out of all the signs, this is where Mars is opposite in. Okay, Mars is exalted in Aries, which means fast paced movements, not thinking about it, just doing it intuitively. But Mars in Libra says slow down, be patient, and be balanced in your approach. Okay? Because if you don't, it could cost you not only your goals, but your energy levels. Also, whatever goal you have, approach it with fairness and with honesty. Don't be lying, especially to spirit. Spirit gonna know, honey. Spirit's gonna know if you're lying about what it is you want. If you're only doing something for the money, or you're only doing something because it looks good, you're gonna be tested. And so if you approach it with fairness and honest, there's no resistance and you accomplishing it. Hi, welcome in. If it doesn't feel artistic, don't do it. Mars and Libra, you have to create this beautiful environment around you that makes you want to do the work. That makes achieving your goals feel like a love story to yourself. You deserve it. So take the time to create an artistic environment wherever your workspace is. Also focus on how this goal will benefit your reputation in your community and in your relationships. Hi, welcome back to the class. Welcome to the lab again. Are you taking notes? These are great ways to grow the self. Self growth is self love, self motivation is self respect. Mars and Scorpio. The mystery is what motivates you. If you can dive deep into a subject or a goal and unpack the layers, honey, you can get there quicker. Just unpack the layers to the mystery. Like, how do I accomplish this? Why do I want to accomplish this? It'll get you right to the root of it. Does that make sense? You are someone who transforms through cycles in different lifetimes. Okay. You level up, and that's how you accomplish your goals. Okay. It takes a form of rebirth, of essentially grieving your old self and being reborn in order for you to accomplish anything. Visualizing yourself in the new version of you will help you to release the old version of you. The new version of you that's accomplished your goals doesn't look anything like the version of you that didn't. Okay? So, rebirth cycles, learning how to transform, and every time you want to accomplish something, think about how it can transform you. Think about how you won't be the same. And you're essentially dying off and being reborn to this new version of you. Mars and Sagittarius, you are motivated through your spiritual relationship and your spiritual relationships. Okay, knowing who created you and how you can get closer to that nirvana is really what motivates you. Spiritual maturity. As you take action and as you create goals, learning how those align with your spiritual ascension is deeply important. There is more than one way to get to the goal, Mars and Sagittarius. And it's up to you to explore them all with ease. Have fun. Okay, the Mars and the fire signs are meant to just move off intuition. Yours is a spiritual intuition. So the more that you are spiritually mature, the easier it becomes to take action towards your divine purpose and path and create goals that align with that. So give yourself the freedom to explore. Be consistent, not rigid, and you will accomplish your goal with ease, babe. Mars and Aquarius. You are so unique. That's how you do it. You accomplish everything you set your mind to by being 100% yourself. Being authentic, trusting that you can forge a new path and still be successful will help you align your goals and accomplish your goals with ease. No one will know how to do it that's around you, Mars and Aquarius, but you'll figure it out. You know how to do it. And even the simplest things like having a goal that what your goal is may be totally unique and no one's ever accomplished or even thought about accomplishing it. But you still know what to do. Most of you know exactly what to do. It's the out of the ordinary solution. So you have to ask yourself whenever you're accomplishing a goal, how can I do this in the most unique way, in the most me way? Do I need to create a new system? I also recommend using technology, Mars and Aquarius, because technology is your gateway to manifestation. You have a unique relationship with technology where it can bend to your will and you can use it to manifest your goals and desires quickly. And I mean quickly. So once you learn how to adapt technology to your goals, honey. Now an example of this is like me using, I have Mars in the house of Aquarius. Technology, I use all my systems on this. I also use AI to create my content calendars. These are just examples and it helps me to accomplish my goals with ease, honey. So use technology when you're accomplishing or going after your goals. Avant-garde, out of the ordinary, and new inventions. Come up with a very unique new way to do it. Okay? Come up with an entirely new way, new system, and you'll probably accomplish it faster instead of trying to do it the old traditional way. It's not working for you because it's out of alignment. Oh, I love you guys both. Thank you so much. Okay, and last but certainly not least, Mars and Pisces. So, Mars and Pisces, you are flowing with the rhythm of life. That is how you accomplish every goal you set out. Yes, sound, music. You got to listen to how the goal sounds. I want to read 100 books in a day. What does that sound like? Uh 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 uh. Sounds like consistency. That beat sounds like consistency. Sounds like a fast consistency. Like I'm gonna have to perform consistently at a fast beat. You see what I'm saying? So if I want to read them 100 books, every day is important. Dun 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 dun. What time of day would I listen to this beat? Probably middle of the day. You see where I'm going with this? Sound has a deep impact on how you think. Okay, you're not gonna listen to dun 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 in the beginning in the morning, or maybe you do. But however that sounds to you, 100 books a day or whatever your goal sounds like, put it in music, put it in a rhythm. Figure out, okay, well, what time of day would I want to hear that sound? I probably want to hear that sound after lunch. Oh, maybe I need to read a book after lunch, honey, or during my lunch. Okay, or maybe at night. Maybe my energy's up at night and I want to hear a beat like that, or I want to read like that. And then what type of book is that beat? Dun 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 dun. What kind of seems like a book that would keep my energy up? Mm-hmm. Using your intuition, Pisces, will help you to get to the goal faster. Using music, creating a playlist to get you there faster, while you're accomplishing that goal. Making a plan by daydreaming. Okay, so Pisces, sometimes you can get stuck in the I just want da 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 da. And I just have a life where I can have X, Y, and Z. And it's like, okay, that's great, but how are you going to do that? But how are you going to do that? Well, I don't know, Bob the Healer. I have no idea. I have no idea on how to bring it from here down to here. Well, in the last rhythm where you accomplished something, what was your flow? What was your flow? What's your creative flow, Pisces? What kind of music do you need to accomplish things? What kind of environment do you need to get you in that vibe? And I want you to make a plan. So whenever you feel like I got this dream and I don't necessarily know how to execute it, I can just look at my plan and then just work the plan and flow. Whenever it feels right, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. But only when it feels right. I'm not going to do it when it doesn't feel right. Because if I force myself, I'm not going to output at the level of creativity that is high vibrational. But you have to also identify your work cycles. What is the flow that you need? I want you to come up with your Mars and Pisces flow, your Mars and Pisces playlist. And then I want you to put it into action. I want you to come up with that goal and then that flow. So you write your goal. Underneath that is the steps needed for your flow. Then I want you to just execute. And boom, comment below in 30 days when you accomplish it. Okay, guys, now that we have went through all these different things, I want to add a tool to your toolbox in the lab today, okay? And that tool is that motivational playlist. All right. I want you to create a playlist based on your Mars sign. Now that you have all this information and you know your Mars sign, some of you may have booked a reading with me already. Okay. We'll go over it together. It needs to be reminding you of the energy of doing, of output. Okay. It needs to be motivating you and encouraging you. We don't want songs on it that are going to make you emotional and sensitive and sad. We want songs that are going to give you that pep in your step, that's not aggressive, but makes you feel confident. Okay? So take what you need, leave what you don't. You don't have to rush any of this. These activities I have recommended today are going to transform your sense of self-worth and self-respect and will empower you to accomplish your dreams. If you're interested in taking it up a notch, you can download the Mars Self-Activation Guide that will continue helping you learn how to move with your Mars energy with ease and how to motivate yourself to accomplish your biggest dreams. All right? Invest in yourself today. Transform your life. Okay? And if you want to go deeper in guidance, everything is linked where you already know. Have a blessed day, guys, and I'll see you next time.